Hello friends, in this video let's quickly talk about how to export table data into CSV file in the PostgreSQL. This is very easy and self-explanatory method which I am going to show you that. First of all, let me show you the table with the structure and then I'll generate a CSV file. So if you go to the Postgres window where I have a table and data, so I created a table with a name of EMPS, so which are of having around 5 records. You can see the name even like a 5 records with 4 columns: ID employee, employee name, department name and salary. So you can see the employee IDs as well, 1 to 5 and all respect to names, departments and the salaries. So here I am going with a positive case. So I will show you one more example with a negative case also once we are done with a positive case. Now I want to export this table data into CSV file. So how easy I can do is I can write one simple command to export the data. If you want all the columns, we can do it. If you want any specific columns also, you can do it. It's up to us. Okay, so now let me simply show you the syntax to do it. Okay, so you need to use a copy command. Copy. So what you want to copy? Table data. So name of the table or table name. Let me put it as a straightforward table name. Okay, so table name to file, right? CSV file. You need to specify file path, including file name. When I say including file name, file path is nothing but complete path, including drive folder, entire path. And you need to specify CSV. Okay, so this is till this is compulsory. Now the next one is optional for you. If you want a header as well, then you need to specify header. You want a different delimiter than comma. CSV is nothing but a comma in a separated file. If you want a different delimiter than comma, you need to specify that delimiter as well. So why do you need it? I'll talk about that scenario once we are done with a positive case. That is a negative case. I'll talk about it. Now, so this is a syntax. Let me quickly run for a normal scenario with header and without header, and then I'll go to the negative scenario. Let's simply type now. Copy. Name of the table is EMPS and to file path. So where do you want to keep? So I want to keep the file in a specific folder. Let's come here, copy, keep, and I'm going to specify the name here. I don't need to create a file ahead of time. So I'm going to create EMP output, OP, output. Okay, dot CSV. Okay, next CSV, I'm going to specify it. So let me quickly run this, highlight this command and run this. So if I run this, I won't get an header. Let me show you. First run it and show you. Yes, copy 5. It means that 5 records are copied. Query returned successfully in 102 milliseconds. Yes, see, query usually used to take based on the number of rows in a table. In the real time, you might be copying thousands, millions of records to CSV files. Now let's quickly come here. And this is the file which got generated here. Let's right click and edit. See, you got the 5 records but without header. Okay, so this is the one way, means like without header. Now I want the header as well. Then what I need to do it? Simply, let's keep this as it is. Let me paste into the next line. Make it as header. Now, so let's change the file name to 1 so that I can see the difference. I can show the difference to you even. Let's run this. Yes, same. It is 99 milliseconds only. That's okay. Yeah. Let's quickly come here. And now let's open OP1, edit. So this is having headers. Now let's run this. Okay, let me show you both then. Sorry, yeah, if you see here, so both are having only 5 records, but this is having header, that does not have header because I didn't specify while generating this file. So if I rerun this again, what will happen actually is it will overwrites every time. If I keep on running, so does this fail? No, it won't fail. It overwrites with a new data. Now, so this is how we do generate CSV files with header, without header. Now I want to specify a delimiter specially here. First of all, even still the positive case, I'll go for negative case later. So let me go to the second next line. So I want to generate a second output. I want to put a delimiter. I want to specify my delimiter one. So let's specify the delimiter. Yeah, let's specify delimiter. Okay, so what delimiter you want? By default, let's keep it as a comma. Okay, so there is no change actually here. So whatever the data you got here, first output is without header, second output is with header, third output I am specifying a delimiter as a special some letter here, some character here. Okay, so but ideally if you observe the difference between this second output and third output which I am about to run, there is no difference because by default it gives you a comma delimiter, even I am specifying comma delimiter. There is no change actually. You won't observe it. Now I want a different delimiter. Still I'll generate it with the same emp2. So here you need to specify what delimiter you want to put. I want to keep a pipe delimiter. Let's put this as a pipe. Okay, let's run this and see the output. I want to override that since there is no difference between second and third output. Let's run this. You got it. It took around 204 milliseconds. That's okay. Let's come here quickly and see how was the output looks like. Yes, you can see here. So this is how it looks like. So if you see, this is a previous output. This is this output you can see. So this is the comma delimiter. This is a pipe delimiter you can see. Okay. So this is how you need to specify a delimiter. Now when do we need to use specially a different delimiter other than comma? So let me quickly go for negative scenario. Let me update employee name John to John Williams with a comma separated inside the value. Okay, so let's quickly come here in the here. So update quickly. Please bear with me. Set. Oh, sorry. What is the name? EMP name. EMP name equal to. I'm going to update John, comma AMS. So why they kept comma in between the name in the employee name column? It's a different story. Let's not talk about that now. I want to show you some scenario. That's it. EMP name equal to. Okay, let's quickly run this. Okay, so update is done. So now let's quickly, what happened? Yeah, let's quickly see the data now. Now if you see here, I have an employee ID with a comma separated John, comma Williams. So that's how table data is there. Now, so if I try to do this, let me try this. Let me keep it as a 3. Let's not keep this here itself directly. Let's put here. Let's make it as 3. Okay, so let's quickly run this. What will happen? We'll see. Okay, so now if you come here, so this is the one. So you got here double quotes for especially this one. It indicates that a single column. Then while loading again into the, like if somebody want to use this file for their loading or for analysis purpose, so this might fail in this case. So why? Because this name specially came in a double quotes. Now to avoid this, you can simply put a different delimiter so that you can tell them that, so this is a different delimited file so that you won't get any difference in the output. Let me run this. So nothing, please bear with me. Let's click 4 and let's run this. Okay. If you run it, you won't see any difference in the output. Now let's quickly come here. 4. Yes, do you see this? This is a single column now. This is a single column. But if you observe very closely earlier, you got a double quotes for this. So if the people who want to use this file at a later phases, so they might get errors. They might look for the any cases like this, and they have to handle manually. Then they have to go for the loading or analysis or whatever it is. So that is the reason why. So we have a specific delimiter option. So if you want to go with the CSV, it's up to you. It purely depends on your data and case to case basis. But there are cases where you might end up with that issues. That is the reason why. So I clearly telling you. So specify a special delimiter. Okay. Now shall I use a different letter or something? Up to you. Okay, you can specify pipe, you can specify ash, you can specify some dollar. It's up to you. So you can put whatever the letter you want, and you need to inform the people who are going to use this file with a delimiter name, so that they can handle with that particular delimiter while loading, while analyzing, or while looking at it. So that's all about it. So this is a very easiest way while doing export. In the previous video we talked about import as well, or loading as well. So if you have any other questions, so please drop your question in the comment section. I'll try to answer as soon as possible. Also follow me for more technical updates. Please like and subscribe for more technical updates. Thank you.